Okay? And I may go a little fast, but don't worry about it. But where the heck is Nadia?
I shouldn't
Okay?
Nadia's outside.
She's getting her aunt.
She's what?
She's getting her aunt.
Okay. So good. She can have the recording. We'll send this recording to her. Are you ready? Okay, so we're in these little silos. Okay? We're stuck in these little. Have you ever jumped in a sand pit, or you jumped in a grain elevator? I had a bad dream of suffocating. You ever dreamed of like being underwater and you're screaming at your brother, help me, and you're screaming, they can't hear you? You had this bad dream?
Yeah.
So, you guys are all stuck in here and you don't even know.
I know.
You're stuck. And you're in these silos and you're going, help, get me out. It's like that movie Ghost. And the guy gets killed and he comes back and he's pushing furniture around and then somebody's screwing his wife, right? So this is tax now, right? So tax now, tax later,
You should close it over.
tax never, tax lower, and tax never. So what did I just say here? So Marvik has seen this presentation a few times. What is this here? Tax now? What is it? What is that all about?
Oh,
Your income,
Income,
your
like-
job.
checking everything.
Every time you make money, you get taxed. We talked about that earlier, right?
Yeah.
So you're stuck there. You're stuck in this silo, and then I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little ladder in there for you, and help you get out of that tax now. Tax you when you make money, tax you when you spend money, tax you when you make a profit, tax you when you die. 67% of your money is taxed. Don't breathe, they'll tax the air, because gas costs more in BC. What's BC stand for? Bring cash before Christ. Tax later. Now watch this. You want to get a big check? I'm going to show you how to get a big check. Big, not small, big. When you get a big check, you make big money. Watch this. Have you ever heard of these registered retirement savings plans?
Yes.
Okay, you know those things that you put money into over time and then eventually when you retire, you take the money out?
Yeah.
You got one of those.
I don't get it, but
Exactly. Find the money. I showed you how to find the money. You got anybody in this room? We're going to help them get money out of their RSP tax free. Would you like to know how to do that? Because you know when you take this money out, you're going to lose 30%, right?
Yes.
You take it all out.
That's true.
Yeah.
But if I could show you how to take all of it out tax free, would you like to know how to do that?
Yeah.
Yes, you would. There's $1 trillion in Canada here. $1 trillion. I am a bank robber. I show people how to move money out of here and move it over here. Tax never. Would you like to know how to do that? Since you would. That's where you came. You probably didn't even know. You're going to learn this today, but that's a big surprise. So this is how you get a big check. So there's LIRAs. They're called locked-in retirement accounts. And we save all our life. We work for the same employer for 15 years, and our money's stuck. We can't get our money out. You can move it, but you can't cash it out till age 55, 60, and 70, right? I did about $50 million, moved it all out, tax-free. Would you like to know how to do that?
Yeah.
If you have 50,000 in one of these liras, I could turn it into $1 million in about 10 years. Instead, if you just have 50,000 in 10 years, you only have 50,000 in there. Would you like to know how to do that? Yes, you would. There's $1 trillion in there. Find the money. We just found the money. What did I do? Ever heard of those one of the RSPs? You got one of them? Yeah. She said, yeah. And she said, I heard of that thing. Yeah, I know people that got that.
So I just put $78,000 into it.
Ka-ching. So she's gonna move from over here to over here. And if I could get my money out and move it over here, the tax lower, that would be a good day at the office. Because I'm gonna show her how to make nothing into something. Because she knows she thought she's just stuck here. But what you can do is you can get an arm's length mortgage. In other words, the money that's in here, it's cashable, but it's not cashable and whatever. But there's a way to move it from over here to here in another institution, another bank, B2B Trust, Laurentian Bank, MRS Trust, there's Olympia Trust. These are trust companies that hold your money. And they report to Revenue Canada, the all-seeing eye. We know where your money is. So don't let them know where you tie your goat, because when they know where your goat is, they're gonna milk your fucking goat, right? They're gonna steal your money, and they're there to steal your money when you take it out. You're on the radar. I just know they kind of have this algorithm when they know when she's gonna run out of money, and then they're gonna force her to take money out at age 71, and she's forced to take the money out. She has to pay taxes on it then, right? Yeah. So that's what the highest income years of her life, they're gonna rob her of her life savings. How's that working for her? Not so good. She worked all her life for that, and it's her life savings, and maybe it's like 40 grand, 30 grand, or whatever, maybe it's 100 grand. Some people have $500,000 in this stuff, and we show them how to move it out into here. So tax lower. So in other words, every time you make money over here, a job or business, you pay taxes on 100% of that income. And over here, when you build it, you get a good savings putting it in, but then when you take it out, you pay taxes on it. When you take it out, adds to your current income the year you take it out. And over here, if you buy, let's say, just a duplex, you guys, go out shopping for duplexes. So a duplex is a perfect investment. It's perfect because you could live on one side, say it's a 3-bedroom townhome, living dining kitchen on the main and a finished basement with an alley access and a garage or something like that, right? Those are the bread and butter first-time home buyer homes. Those are the homes that you want because people can afford those homes. They're about $300,000, maybe $270,000 to $310,000 depending on the location. And it's Alberta. People want a garage.
Yes.
Don't buy one without a garage. Because why? Because they're harder to sell. Get one with a garage. Yes or yes? You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're a little bit more. For an extra $100 a month on a mortgage, you pay $30,000, $40,000 more for the house, but then you'll be able to sell it faster because people want a garage. This is Alberta. Yes or yes? Ask me how I know. Okay? So you live on this side and you rent out this side out. You rent like 4 rooms out there. You're making $2,000 a month from rent, but you're living next door to your renters. Yes or yes? Okay? You live this for 4 or 5 years. You buy it for $300. You sell it for $350. And do you pay taxes on the principal residence? Answer is no. So you live in it for 3 or 5 years and you make $50,000. And you can't steal in slow motion, so you get good pricing. You go out there, shop around, and there's the DDD. Divorce, desertion, disability, and death. Find somebody that's going through a divorce. Leading cause of divorce, marriage. So, and then there's desertion. People leave the country or leave the city for a new job and the house is empty. They deserted the house, you get a good price on it. There's people that got disabled and they lost a job. And you can take over their payments and save their credit rating, yes or yes. Get a good deal. Get a $300,000 house for $270,000, $280,000 even. Does that make sense? The day you bought it, you made $20,000. On paper, you make your profit on the purchase, but you realize your gain on the sale. So you make $50,000 in every house. That's the minimum that I make on a house. And I've done 52 of them. I saved the new home builders from bankruptcy because they don't know how to sell the house. It sits empty for 2 years and they go bankrupt. And what do? I put a yellow crooked sign on the road. It's got a staple on it. It's a $2 piece of white yellow paper from Walmart. It says, rent to buy, move in today, no qualifying, and my phone number. I have 20,000 conversations in the last 20 years. 20,000. So when they call me and say, what's this about? This rent to own thing, there's rent to buy. It says, move in today, no qualifying. I went through a divorce and I'm bankrupt or whatever. They come over and they give me $5,000 to move in. So this guy gives me $3,000 to $5,000 to move into this house, and he pays me $2,500 a month for the house. So I give him $500 a month credit to purchase. What's your holding cost on that house? About $1,000 a month. What have I done? I just showed you how to make an extra $1,500 a month. So you're now a property manager. You own a duplex, and you have no money. You can't even qualify for the mortgage. Do you know somebody that like to go halfers and I'll do all the work and we'll split the profit? I gotta buy a $400,000 property that's worth $500,000, and I call my client and say, I got a $500,000 property, I can buy it for $400,000. Are you in or out? Give me a fast no and on a slow hang. What would you say? I said, I have a $500,000 property, I can buy it for $400,000. Do you want to go halfers with me? You put up the money and I'll do all the work and we'll split the profit. Does that make sense? Yeah. You got to live somewhere anyway, and then you become a host family for international students. You kept a couple students because you're retired and all the kids left the house. So now you can take care of 2 host family kids. What do they pay? $850 a month. 2 of them, that's $1,600 a month. Oh, $1,700 a month. Your mortgage, taxes, insurance is $1,700 a month. You live for free. they live downstairs. You have 3 bedrooms up, living down the kitchen with me, you got 1,200 square feet. Are you happy? You're the big sister now. And you're living for free in your house, and you're making an extra $1,500 a month on this side. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yes.
I've done it 60 times. I could do it in my sleep. It's practical. It's doable. And you get this feeling, I think I can do that. Because when you sell this and make $50,000, this one side, you move with this side, and then start doing the same thing, because you made $50,000 tax-free here, and over here, 5 years later, you make another $50,000 on that one. So I just showed you how to make $100,000 tax-free. Meeting's over. And if you don't do it, you can starve and die or go work for Walmart. Because that's the practical plan. Everybody can do this. Forrest Gump can do this. Run, Forrest, run. You gotta live somewhere anywhere. How much you pay for rent on your house?
$1,700.
No, she doesn't. She has to make $2,500 on her job, pay the taxes, and pay the landlord, and she's worked 6 months of the year to pay the landlord's mortgage off. Does that make sense? No. Are you gonna keep doing that? Are you still renting? Are you pissed off yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
Soon
you're not pissed off enough. Okay, so then you're gonna go from lower to never. So never, how do we get money tax-free? Well, your principal residence tax-free. I just gave you an example, right? So tax-free is your principal residence, right? And then also your tax-free savings account, right? Did you know there's a way to make like 10% a month on your TSFAs? How much is that per year? That's 100% a year on your money. Nobody that works with me makes less than 100% a year on their money because you're actively involved. If you want to say this, here, you take care of my money. Get with the program. Nobody cares more about you than you, and they don't think more about your money than you do. Eh? You got 30,000 in a self-directed RSP or RSP, the really rotten savings plan, and you don't know anything about it? Tell me the names of the 10 stocks that you own in your mutual fund. You don't even know. You know mutual funds are the worst money grab on the whole country? Do they charge you 2.5% a year on your money if you have $100,000 in there? Whether the money goes up or down, they still make their 2.5%. Over your surviving investing lifetime of 30 years, they take 100% of your capital over the whole life of investing. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The house makes money, you make nothing, and the stockbroker gets trailer fees, and 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You stay broke. How's that working for you? It keeps people in poverty. It's a shame. It's a scam. It's a rigged system, right? So you got to invest in things that grow your money at least 20% a year. Actually, we make about 100% a year on our money. And people say, well, that just sounds too good to be true. Yes, it is good, and it is true. Presentation done. You can stop that video, because I don't know how long that was.